Yo, what's up, guys? We're outside. It's late as hell. I was thinking I was gonna make a video like way earlier. Then I took a shower and then I was just sitting in my room, just doing nothing. Now we're here. I decided I was gonna go on a walk and make a video while walking, which isn't the smartest idea because I'm walking on a main road. I'm about to be. I went on my block. I was thinking I was gonna film in the woods, but then dude, I don't know what the fuck is lurking in those woods at these hours. Like, I have such a bad fear of the dark all the time, bro. Every night I have to take the garbage out. I'm just, yo, what the fuck? Yo, fucking cat, bro. Fuck. Alright, yeah, that cat scared the shit out of me. It was white, but for some reason I immediately went to thinking it was a raccoon or something. About to get on the main road. I don't really know what I'm finna talk about, but today was kind of a weird day because I pushed myself to do things that I usually feel like I'm completely unable to do. Like, I don't know, usually I feel like when people are hanging out with me, or not hanging out with me, but when I'm in the mode of, okay, basically, this shit's loud as fuck, like, in my life, I have, this is too loud, maybe it on the block or something, but in my life, I have, like, different modes based on what I'm doing. If I'm out here walking, I'm in a mode that's solely focused on just walking. If I'm working, I'm focused on just working. If I'm talking to people, I'm focused on just talking to people. And usually how it goes is that I can't switch between those things on the fly. Like, it's either one thing or, I don't know, bro, you can't, like, there's no in between. It's like I have to have my full focus on the thing that I'm doing. And today I've been trying to force myself to break out of that, because that's not how life really is. You're not just focusing on things that you're doing, talking, working, like, I feel like people live life perceiving it differently than I do. You're not just, I wish I had the words to explain this, dude. It's just usually when I'm trying to do something and then immediately switch to something else, I am too focused on the other thing that I'm doing, and it ends up in me fucking it up pretty bad. Even though it's not that hard to do, I just start overthinking it. So I was trying to conversate while I was working, because usually I feel like I'm not that entertaining to be around unless I have to make a different clip because I'm using Snapchat. But like, if I'm not in the mode of entertaining, it just doesn't work. And you don't have to, it's almost like being, what's the word? Like acting. But if you're just naturally living, like, these things just happen. You're working and then you're talking. Maybe you're working and talking. It's just because too much of my brain is focused on different things at a time. You know what I mean? And that's just not, I don't know, that shit just doesn't work well. hopefully, because honestly, bro, let's be real, that was probably the worst explanation ever. I'm noticing, fuck, I thought that guy just walked past me and disappeared. But I'm noticing that when I try to explain things to people, like important things that genuinely matter to me, when I'm trying to explain that to somebody, more often than not, they take it in a completely different way than I was even intending. Or they take it in a way that's just like such a simple thought. People usually assume when I'm trying to explain something, it's the simplest thing that I could have been explaining. And I don't know, bro, that doesn't sit right with me. So hopefully through doing this enough reinforcement of just talking, going out and talking, just saying what's actually in my mind, I'll get fucking a million times better at doing exactly that. Because usually when I do have the opportunity to talk to people, it's not that I don't talk, it's just I'm not able to fully focus on it because I'm so worried that I can't. You know what I mean? So there's no progress that can be made through just talking to people. I need to be able to talk to myself first, and then talking to people will come after, and then maybe I'll be able to work on it while I'm doing it. So, and you might think like, you're only gonna, talking. So, I forgot where I left off. I just had to delete like 2 different snaps. Fuck. This one guy leaves his garage open every single night, bro. Somebody's gonna go in there and take shit. Unless he wants them, like maybe he's got a trap set up in there. Fuck, I don't know. But, maybe through doing this enough, because I know, bro, everything that I do that doesn't seem right, like I'm aware of all of it. I think if I do this enough, I won't be like forgetting what I'm talking about, like changing subject mid-sentence, and it's just, I'm really bad at it, bro. Honest to God, that's the problem. I'm just so bad at talking. And sometimes you can get in this mood where you think talking is just like a feeling. It's like things that you feel to say, which it is to a point, but really what it truly is it's states of I have to be kind of present on where I'm going. I don't want to get run over by a car, but talking is just words, right? It's just words from a dictionary that are all made up, and you string them all together to make a sentence. And it's not just feeling. It's not just what you feel. It's not just like this brain connection you have with people. It's more like small talk. It's more like those boring conversations that you don't like with people asking questions and just talking about facts about something or explaining a story. Usually people like storytelling, but like these are all states of talking. There's only a few of them. You can't just talk about anything you want at any given time. There's explaining, there's storytelling, there's arguing. You get what I'm saying? There's only certain ways you can talk. There are limitations to it, and it's not as far away as you think it is if you really can't talk to people. You can just learn how to do all these things and then put them to test when you do talk to people. I saw this kid made a video that was like, if you go to the gym, you'll have so many different things to talk about. And he said if you go to the gym, you have so many different things to talk about to so many different people because there's so many people that will be able to relate to you in the gym. But he's like right there. He's right there. He's right on point with it. He's almost got it figured out. But it's just like, I think talking is about learning what to say. And it's not to the point of like controlling your thoughts. Like your thoughts are part of it. They're natural. There's part of your brain that comes up with things to say in response to what's happening. That's what I mean. A giant fucking truck, holy shit. But I'm still not explaining this very good, and I really hope this doesn't turn into one of my affections. I don't know, not one of my like emotional attachments that I just keep fucking up, because honestly, bro, it doesn't matter who you are or what you think about yourself. Anybody can talk, unless the part of your brain that comes up with words is just genuinely damaged. Like, unless you actually have brain damage, you can talk to anybody. Can talk, bro. What you're saying doesn't have to always seem off because you're not in tune with what people are, thinking. You can learn all of that. It's all learnable. And you never know, maybe you just think that because, I don't know, maybe it's just a negative thought you have about yourself. But, and let's be honest, like, you sometimes come up with these beliefs about things that are wrong with you. And I'm not saying don't be aware, but honestly, let go of all of it, because you don't actually know what's wrong with you. And if you get diagnosed with things, bro, it changes how you see the world. It changes how you actually act on people. And it might make you into a less sociable person. You know what I mean? You might notice that you can become worse at socializing, but not better. And that might just because you have a negative view on yourself. You know what I mean? You have to work to change these things. Prove to yourself a million times that you are worth talking to. You're not weird to talk to. And not everybody's thinking that. And even if they do, it's like, it has nothing to do about you. You know what I mean? It's nothing to do with you. I saw this quote, and I thought it was a really meaningful quote, to me at least. And it was, I'm not who you think I am. You are who you think I am. And that's like the shortest way to explain so much about the way people perceive things. Like, everything you think about anybody is just a projection. And even what you think about yourself is just kind of a projection. You don't know that that's actually true. So it's better to just change it into something else, because you can. You can make the choice to change projections into just a perspective. Maybe this person's like that. Maybe this is why that person acts that way. Maybe this is, but you don't know, because there's so many other things. So don't turn it into an emotional attachment, you know? Every time I try and talk to people, I get so scared. I'm only now starting to realize all these things I do that make me seem weird. I just start dissociating. And it all starts at thinking that you're in control of it when it comes to dissociation. Because once you realize that it doesn't matter what you do, dissociation comes and goes on its own free will, and it has its own reasons. You can't, no matter how much you prove it to yourself, you don't actually control how your dissociation operates. So when it happens, it's best to just be okay with it. I went on a little bit of a tangent. Yeah, it's alright. I think what I have to work on, though, with the whole being scared to talk to people is just, and it's not even an awkward thing. There's a difference between being awkward and just being weird and off-putting and saying nothing or just moving the wrong way. That shit gets so fucking dark, bro. You really question everything about yourself down to like the atom when you get nervous to talk to people. It just fucking sucks. But I think from the research I've done, it's not a thought problem. That's another thing that I am yet again not in control over. It doesn't matter what I do. It doesn't make it better or worse. It might go away. It might never go away, but I'm wasting my life looking at it. You can look away from your problems. You can spend less time with them. Because in actuality, you're not consciously making them worse, but indirectly, you could, I guess. Gotta shut up for like 5 seconds. Everyone still has their fucking Halloween decorations out. Halloween was so ass, bro. Genuinely, like, I didn't do anything. And neither did any of my friends, so I didn't miss out on shit. What was I gonna say? Dude, too many people trust. All these people have so much trust in their neighborhood. They're leaving fucking jacks out, scooters out. Dude. I cannot, bro. If I reveal where I live and people start watching me, they're just gonna come over here and fucking loot the whole block, bro. You could get like $1,000 off this block and nobody would even be able to do anything. You wouldn't have to break and enter once. Shit. But I was gonna say, from the research I've done, it has more to do with your nervous system. And your nervous system, dissociation, these are things that you can't control, but it's kind of like hair. You can give hair the best environment to live in. You could do all these things that can make your environment better. Hair growth treatment doesn't grow your hair. It makes your hair's environment more sustainable, more preferable to grow in, right? It's the same thing. You can't directly control these things, but that's why if you do something and it doesn't work, there's no point in sitting there, and you have to think logically with it. If you do something and it doesn't work, immediately move on from it. If you want to try something else, go ahead, but if you don't know what to try, look away from it. Leave it alone. And that's something I haven't even thought up until this point. I just came up with that. I'm figuring more about myself doing this than I have my whole life, honestly. No, that's not true. Exaggeration, but I'm exaggerating, but another thing I'm trying to work on, we're just gonna ditch the whole thing I was just talking about, leave that in the last block behind me. I really have it's like a minor problem. I tend to just like skip words. I leave crucial grammatically integral words out of all my sentences. Sometimes. Most of the time. And that's part of the reason why I'll talk to people and they'll get like a whole different story from what I'm saying sometimes. I genuinely sound retarded sometimes when I'm talking. But if I can do anything to make it better, which is this, and it does, I'm gonna do it. And even if it doesn't work, it's like, I feel like this is changing my life in some way. This helps me in some way. It's making something different happen other than just going to work, coming home, sitting in my room, going on my computer. Every day I feel like I have to go on my computer. It's become a problem, and people might say, like, what the fuck? Yo, what the fuck? Bro, there's this fucking branch squeaking above me. I thought it was someone swinging a door open. God damn, bro. I'm getting paranoid. Sometimes it feels like it's really hard to talk or come up with anything, but now I'm starting to realize that it's just an emotional attachment. All these problems I have come from the same thing. It's all emotional attachments. And it just fucks up everything. But all you have to do is watch them sometimes. And try what you can. If you can't, let go of it. And if you can't let go of it, then stop trying to let go. You know, trying is the bane of my existence right now. I know it's corny, these words. It's like word bomb out here, but like, honestly, I don't know what else to say sometimes, bro. Like, I'm really getting to a point in my life, I'm really understanding people who use like the same word in every sentence. Not only because I've always done it, but like now I understand why I do it. And it doesn't mean I'm less aware than others. Okay, it doesn't mean I'm less aware than anyone else. It just means I have emotional attachments to things. Not the word, but like the thought that I can't come up with anything new. And this is my whole purpose in life right now. It's the whole thing I'm trying to accomplish, is just get rid of all these awful things I've grown up to learn about myself, grown up to think about myself. It's just not, it's not doing well for me. And there's no sense to stay thinking the same thoughts. I hate thinking the same thoughts every day. I hate it so much. But that's part of the problem too. I'm trying to accept the things that I think. And accept that I'm kind of weird sometimes. Accept that I can't come up with things sometimes, and accept that it could be true. But I'm going to try some things and look away from it if it doesn't work. And, you know, circling back on the whole trying thing, you know what really helps is not trying to do that. Just leave that how it is, right? Or how that whole thought is working out, just leave it. But to add on top of it, you can just go out and try other things. And that is distracting your mind from it. And over time, distracting your mind from that is going to make you forget about it. And you won't even know when it happens. It's just almost a shift. You just have to keep going and learning new things. And every part of your day, you should be doing something. Little things, like look around your room, clean it up a little bit. Go style your hair. Try on clothes, dude. The fuck is that? Dude, I'm seeing fucking hell spawns in these woods. They're so fucking scary. I don't know why I come over here. I used to think that fucking clowns would come running out of these woods. They'd like peep out from behind the fucking tree. Fuck that, bro. But you have to figure out what really interests you. And you might feel like there's nothing, but like if you go out and you remind yourself that this is all really happening, those interests will naturally come back. And for me, talking to people is helping a lot. It stresses me out sometimes. But other times it's like, other times there'll be that glimpse of just, everything working out. Bro, it's getting scary. I think I'm gonna end it off here. I don't know, bro. It's time to go home.